Hey folks, if you're a KAMADO Joe owner and you want to calibrate your thermometer, like if you're not sure your thermometer is accurate, I'm going to show you how to do it. But first off, I want to tell you that some of the KAMADO Joes, it's been refuted, don't have thermometers that are able to be calibrated. So I'll show you which ones you can calibrate and how to do it. You can make sure you're cooking at the right temperature. So let's do it now. Okay folks, so we're going to calibrate our KAMADO Joe thermometer. And here is said thermometer right out of a new KAMADO Joe. Now you see in front of me here, I got a pot of boiling water. Now water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit at sea level. And Shillington, Pennsylvania is 354 feet above sea level, and that's close enough for us. So we should get just 212 degrees approximately. Now I have in here now one of them expensive Tell-True, really expensive American-made jobbies, and that is reading right at 212. That's been sitting in there for a while, okay? Now my lens is going to get a little foggy here, maybe from the steam. I'm going to try and not make that happen. And what we're going to do is, we're going to get our KAMADO Joe thermometer. But first, let me tell you, you got to take it off your grill. You use a 1/2-inch wrench like this one here. 1/2-inch wrench. You get it on this nut inside your grill, under the dome. Just give it a 1/4 turn or so, and then you can get it with your hands. Now, it might be greasy and gunky, so always have your hands up. It might be greasy and gunky and stuff, so it's best if you have a wrench. And you can use this kind of wrench. Or you can use this kind of wrench, though I think I'd get a smaller one. But please don't use this kind of wrench, because it's not a wrench, it's a pliers. Okay? So use your wrench, take your thing off. Then once you have it off, remember, this is where you're going to adjust. You put it in your boiling water, and you can hold it with tongs like this if you want to. Or if you think you can safely let it just rest there, and we're going to do that. We're going to put it in here, and now this is one right out of a grill. We're going to see what it comes up to. We got our water coming back up to a boil. See, we stuck something in there that's cold now, so it's a little below. And this looks like it's going to be pretty close. It's coming up to 200 right now. You can probably see that. We're going to leave it in there a couple minutes. Here comes our rolling boil again. We want a rolling boil. So there's our rolling boil. The Tell-True over here says 212 on it already. This one's just a little under 200, you might see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back here, and I'm going to raise it a little by turning it counterclockwise and put it back in. Now I hope you can see that. We are getting things a little fogged up. As far as I'm concerned, we're still not at 212. So I'm going to put my thing on it again, and I'm going to give it another little turn counterclockwise, and it raises the needle. I'm going to put it in here and see if it stays at 210. 210, 212. You know, like almost halfway up to 250. Whoa. That is getting hot. Okay, let me see what I got. I got like 240. So that's too much. So now I'm going to put my screwdriver in, and I'm going to turn it so that the needle goes down. There we go. Now I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to give it a chance. Okay, it's at 220. I need to bring it down just a couple of numbers. There it is. Now, let's see what we get. Now, not that it matters that much. It's still almost at 220. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more just for science. So there it is. Dead on 210 degrees. Now it's going to start dropping right now. And that's how we calibrate the KAMADO Joe thermometer. So remember, Tasty Licks Barbecue Supply is your #1 resource for anything for your KAMADO Joe cooker, or for any ceramic grill for that matter. We're the Ceramic Grill Superstore. Now remember, your dome thermometer, if you haven't ever calibrated it, I'd say do it now, especially if you have one that can be calibrated. If you want to get a replacement, we always have them in stock. And I always suggest you recalibrate your thermometer every year when you remove the guts and vacuum out the inside of your cooker. So remember, KAMADO Joe stuff, we got more things for the KAMADO Joe than anybody else on earth. We'll see you next time.